Steve grows pumpkins, the 2026 Chase for the GPC Growers Jacket Mother's Day main patch update. Let's get in here and look at these plants. 8 episodes in now to this growing season, and we're getting our very first look at my main patch plants. Before we go in, we already talked about drip tape installed. I have not watered through drip yet. I've just run it all to test it out. Finding some of these end caps just keep popping off left and right. Take it off, reseat it, put it back on, and then the next one pops. A few down the line. It's not a pressure issue. I think it's just I don't know what the issue is, but it's definitely not pressure related. My pressure gauges on the system is right where it needs to be. So I kind of gave up on the end caps. I didn't really like it to start with, and then when I used it, I was like, hey, I do like this, and now I don't like it anymore. I'm pretty much just not putting caps back on anymore when they pop off. I'm just doing the fold method at the end of the tape and moving on from it. I'm getting a little bit of warmth and a tiny bit of moisture from what little bit of rain we've had. We're like negative 12 inches of rain in serious drought conditions right now. Getting lots of weed and grass germination going on in the patch, way down in here and a lot up in here. I'm thinking I'm going to get the stirrup hoe in here and get it knocked down. I think I'm going to do a clethodim test run back here. I bought the clethodim 2 seasons ago and have yet to use it to this day. I'm going to read the instructions again and make a decision on whether or not we want to go after that. Alright, this is spot number 1, plant number 1, and it got its spot because it has, this is the number 1 spot for me in the patch. It has the most square footage to work with here. I'd have to go back out and measure again, but it's pushing 1,300 square feet roughly, and that's essentially the only reason it got the number 1 spot. Now, what plant is in the number 1 grow tent? That is the 2449 Andy Wolf, and it was planned all along for this to go in this spot. Spot number 1, spot number 2 are both going to be grown on scales. Scales will be down there, and that's primarily just for me to collect some data. I got my weather system up there collecting data, moisture sensors in the ground. I'm going to collect lots of data and try to learn more and further understand everything that I do in the patch, how it relates to daily gains. Alright, the 2449, you see you got a little bit of leaf trouble there. That's from inside the house. A little bit behind here, I went back and looked at my photos from last year, and everything is pretty much the same state it was at this point last year, so I'm not going frantic yet. It's a real snail's pace out here right now, but just waiting for this baby to lay down, and it's going to be off to the races. Right behind me, this is spot number 4 right here, and so the spot number 4 actually has a little bit more square foot than spot number 3. Spot number 3 got the 3rd seeding because it's been a consistent fruit to scale producer for me. I went with the 2469 Ford in this spot, and I have a problem. And you can see it right now. Main vine trucking back that way. Looks like it might lay down right through there. Then we'll have to turn it and go back. So what happened, I forgot something. I came out here to plant it. I forgot something. I don't know what it was. I cut the cots off of it. I took it out of the pot, set it right down beside my hole, out of the pot, and I set it down, grow direction that way. Went over there to get whatever I forgot, and I can't remember what it was, and came back over here and started second guessing myself. Did I set it down, grow direction that way, or did I set it down backwards? Turned it around, planted it backwards, and now the main vine's trying to run out the back of the grow tent. Again, not a deal breaker. I think the way it looks like it's going to lay down right through there, I can turn it back and get it going in some way, shape, or form that direction. Outside of that, same leaf issues from inside the house. Those are just growing out of it. And again, bit of a snail's pace, but it looked like it might get a touchdown on this here one day this week. On to spot number 2. Spot number 2, again, the only reason I got the billing for spot number 2 is it's a hair less square footage than spot number 1. And again, I don't remember the measurements, but I'm pushing somewhere between 1,100 and 1,200 square feet in this spot. The plant I chose to go in here was not the original plant I was going to put in here. It is the 2144.5 Baron. Again, same leaf issues from inside the house. This one has touched down. Is well ahead of everything else I got going right now. And talking to lots of growers, this plant's really aggressive, the fruit's really aggressive, and there was some question about whether or not it should get the top spot in your patch. And I was going to put it back here in number 3 to cut down the square footage and potential blossom end splits and stuff like that. But then I thought to myself, I said, self, are you trying to get a jacket or are you not trying to get a jacket? So with that being said, it got spot number 2, which is the second most square foot. Spot number 2, spot number 1 are pretty equal. So I'm going to push it hard. And will this be Virginia's first ever 2,000-pound pumpkin? We're going to find out about 4.5 months. Again, it has touched down. This is the only plant I have touched down on so far. The rest of them should follow closely this week. I have cut my first hole, put a little bit of mycorrhiza inoculant from Wallace Organic Wonder and some wettable mycos from Extreme Gardening in the hole. Gave a good mix. Got it pinned down. Have not buried. It's way too early for that. The vine's really small right now. I'll come back later on and do some of that. Alright, and finally, spot number 3, the 2618 Mindy. Now, this 2618 Mindy took 3 extra days to germinate in the house. And then it just sat there in the germination cup, not doing a thing. Almost culled it. Almost tossed it in the compost pile, but it did make a turnaround. So I said, okay, we'll put you in the patch. We'll put you in spot number 3. I feel really confident in spot number 3. And it has made the turn. And it's a little bit behind laying down from everything else. It's been behind everything from day 1, but it's okay. It'll be just fine, I feel like. Again, same leaf damage from inside the house. I've left them on. I won't cut them off until a few weeks from now, probably. Outside of that, I don't have any complaints with this plant. I did in the beginning, but now I think it's going to be just fine. So I just needed to keep vegging and lay down. And the thing I've done through watering is some biologicals. They've got SP1, Rocky Mountain BioAg, Mana, Root Shield Plus, some Versity, and I've been pretty consistent with that the last 2 weeks. And imidacloprid. They've got lots of that. I'm usually already fighting cucumber beetles and flies inside the grow tents at this stage of the game every single year, but I have yet to see one of either of those. And again, they've been getting the imidacloprid since day 1 of being outside, and I've maintained that each week. So fingers crossed there. We can keep the bugs at bay. I've got a couple other products I'm going to use this year to mix in my merit routine and try and strengthen bug resistance out here. Run down what's going on in the main patch. Plants are getting ready to lay down. We're going to be off to the races. It's been a snail's pace up to right now, but I know as soon as they lay down, I'm going to be really overwhelmed in work going on out here. Grow tents might come off next weekend. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to continue to watch the weather. If they don't come off next weekend, then it'll be the weekend after that. One thing that needs to happen before grow tents come off is I need to get my wind barrier back up. You see some of it's up, but I took a lot of it down, redoing my border, redoing my fence. So all that's got to go back up before grow tents can come off. All right, I think I'll stop it right there. Thanks a lot for watching, and keep following along the 2026 GPC Growers Jacket Chase at Steve Grows Pumpkins.